Hey Sting, welcome back to Noise News.
There's been a lot of news lately, so let's get right into it.
Naomi, do you remember Pep Fest?
How could I forget? My favorite part was when the basketball team danced with the dance team. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was such a fun new event. I think we actually have a story on that.
Oh yeah, take it away, team.
Spectrum's dance and boys basketball team found a way to mix the two sports and put on an amazing performance at this year's Winter Pep Fest.
I brought the boy-girl idea to the athletic director. The whole idea was just to collaborate with other sports teams with the dance team, just to kind of bring unity to the programs, and then we kind of just went off of it from there. So
All the credit doesn't just go to the coach.
yeah, so myself, I choreographed some of it, and then Aslan Tucky and Sarah Smith, who are both the captains of the dance team, helped choreograph this as well. So, yeah.
My main input was finding the songs, and then choreographing it was kind of hard because it's just cuts from one song to the next. So you have to kind of do moves that go with the song, and then the beat changes, so you have to switch the timing of things, which is kind of difficult, but other than that, it was pretty fun.
Their efforts paid off, and the basketball players were able to pick up on the moves.
I think it was pretty easy because I was told what to do, and I just had to learn a 1-minute routine, so it was pretty light work.
I was actually surprised at the practice. I was surprised at the amount of things that he actually did do. So I think he did a good job.
Yeah, I think they did a pretty good job at splitting it up. Where there was some dance stuff and then there was some basketball stuff. Pretty good split.
Yeah, I'd say it's fun just to do with her because I know she likes to do it. So.
Maybe in the future, we will see more sports get an opportunity to dance with the dance team.
Maybe try it with the basketball team again. I would even see how the wrestlers did it, if we did it with them too. I think it's a lot of fun. Even if we did it in the fall, at the fall homecoming Pep Fest, we could definitely do it with the football team. It's really fun just to watch other athletes. The girls dance team has done wrestling practices before, so it's fun to see and try different things as well, because you might be really good at something that you've never tried before.
Stay tuned to see what other sports get the same opportunity as the boys basketball team. This has been Jonathan, Hayden, and Abby, Noise News.
Wow, that was such an entertaining part of Pep Fest.
Yeah, it was so cool to see the students getting involved.
Especially when they have so many other things going on outside of school.
Speaking of students at Spectrum, do you remember when we interviewed Aiden Tilley last year?
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing now.
Actually, I think we have a story on him again this year.
Oh, cool. I'm excited to see what he's up to. Take it away, team.
Aiden Tilley, a student we covered a couple of times, has come back to school this year. The transition from the hospital to school can be big.
It's kind of been difficult, I guess. It was a big change since I was doing school in the hospital, which I wasn't doing much of. And then when I came back, it was just a lot.
Coming back from doing school in a hospital to in-person can affect oneself and others like family members.
Definitely a lot more helping him out than before, because when he was in the hospital, it was mainly my parents and Mrs. Sundberg that would help him out, and probably a bunch of other teachers.
Before he would do 1 hour of school a day when he was in the hospital. Now he's doing a full day at school, and he's going Monday through Friday.
These type of experiences can affect and change their routines in the family, and adapting to that routine may be difficult.
Getting back in a routine and getting up at 6:30 to get ready for school and sit in class and stuff.
Definitely transportation. That's been a really big thing. Mainly it's remembering that, hey, he's at school, because a lot of the time he is gone because he gets sick sometimes because of his medicine and stuff. So it's remembering, hey, he's here today or he isn't. And then for my parents, it's definitely a thing of where it's okay, how can we get him home if I go home early?
Our routine has been much different. Before, it was living in a hospital, it's in being 2 hours away from home, Now we get to be at home. Aiden gets to go to school. And then his routine, he gets to be in school from 7:30 in the morning until 2:30 in the afternoon. So before it was 1 hour a day in the hospital with a teacher and then an hour online. So it's been a big change for us.
Mrs. Sundberg was an important factor in Aiden succeeding in school and the hospital.
She's definitely been like a really big help. She was with Aiden for I think about a year, maybe more. And she's definitely been like the biggest player in keeping him somewhat caught up.
Sundberg was absolutely amazing. She was his online teacher, so they would log on every day and they would go through Schoology and look at different assignments he needed to complete.
Overall, Aiden has gone through an experience from being in the hospital and coming back to school. That was all done with the help of friends and family to get an education. This has been Bryce, Noise News.
It was so nice to hear about Aiden again.
It was, but you know what time it is?
I don't know.
It's time for a commercial.
That's right. We have a commercial about the singing Valentines that are for sale.
Take it away, commercial crew.
Hey, you want to embarrass your friends or even your partner during any class?
Of course I do.
During lunch, you can purchase the perfect thing.
What is it?
A singing Valentine.
Ooh.
You won't get singing like this. You'll get singing like this.
Sit down during lunch and purchase your very own singing Valentines for only $2 for one person, and even better, $5 for 3 people.
All the money that is raised will go towards the Chamber Choir Spring Tour in May.
Get your very own singing Valentines for this Thursday.
Have fun watching your favorite person get embarrassed by your intense compassion for them.
I hope I get a singing Valentine's this year. I know I'm going to be buying some for my friends.
Yeah, me too. They always sound so good.
You know who else sounds really good? Carrie Underwood. Maybe next time you'll think before
Okay,
you...
Naomi, that's enough. Wait, didn't she sing at the inauguration?
Yeah, I actually did a story on the inauguration with my team.
I would love to hear more about that. Take it away, Naomi, Bryce, and Ayla.
With every new president comes another inauguration. Inaugurations hold a significance in the United States.
I do think the inauguration is an important event. I think every inauguration is an important event because we're sworn in the president. He's or she is being given the responsibility of a whole country.
I'd say Trump alone is going to stand out, but I feel like this inaugural address will stand out depending on how Trump carries out his administration and how he carries out those promises that he said that he was going to carry out.
While there is significance with every inauguration, there is additional history that will be left behind with this particular inauguration.
It is only the second time that we've had a president be reelected with a gap in between their terms. Like Grover Cleveland was the first one. He ran had it for 4 years, didn't get reelected, but then got reelected again. Same with Trump.
This inauguration will be remembered due to this situation, but this political event also shows the divide between the parties.
I would say that even this inauguration surpassed the 2020 inauguration, or 2021 inauguration, however you want to put that, in terms of tension. Like, it is very palpable amongst the Congress, Supreme Court, executive branch, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just, you could feel it even just through the television.
Definitely a high point in American history for political tension.
This inauguration only divided us more.
So when you watch professionals play ping pong, they start at the table and they serve. But as the speed of the ball increases and as the intensity or strength of the paddle swings increases, they start moving farther and farther away from the table. And the only way that they can make it back to the table is if one of them makes a move to bring the other back to the table, or if something drops, like someone scores a point on the other person. And that's kind of what's going on with politics right now. We're losing the people who are bringing people back to the table, and that partisan divide is growing bigger and bigger.
Much of the tension and division is caused by uneducation and miscommunication between the American citizens and politicians.
A big part of this inauguration was how much uneducation there was. There is so much misinformation out there that I think really is only going to make our knowledge worse. And I think it'll only divide us as a country more, because it's really just going down to what is fact and what's not fact. And that's a hard thing for some people to decipher.
People blindly follow both sides and rarely do they do their research before they vote, right? They go, okay, where's the R, where's the D, where's the L, whatever, right? And whatever name has that little Republican, Democrat, Libertarian, whatever, they just vote that one way. But in reality, you need to sit down and look at all these things. Like, what's stopping American politics is that people are not educated.
This year's inauguration has reflected many parts of America and its current situation. This has been Ayla, Bryce, and Naomi, Noise News.
Wow, that was great.
Thanks.
Well, Sting, that's all the news we have for you for this week.
This has been Naomi,
And Caden.
keeping you
In on the noise.